Bonjour, I'm Emily, the French wine correspondent for the Napa Valley Wine Academy. It's a special time of year here in Burgundy, France, and as you can see behind me, signs of the seasons change. Our vines are entering a new life cycle, and this is also the time of year when many people will gather at a table for a special meal with family and friends. No matter what occasion you are celebrating, the holidays are an opportunity to slow down and be a bit more intentional about the food and wine being served. Food and wine have a way of bringing people together, acting as a bridge between cultures. As an American currently living in France, I love mixing the traditions of home with those of my friends and family here. And I am hosting a special Thanksgiving in Burgundy and will need to find the perfect local wines and foods to go with my traditional American meal. And I wanted to take you on this journey with me to celebrate with you. Fresh vegetables for our Thanksgiving dinner. We've got the Jerusalem artichokes, which are really yummy. We found leeks, carrots, and of course pomme de terre for our mashed potatoes. Ça va?
Oui, voilà. Combien je vous dois?
Oui, combien?
Ouais, tu peux en prendre quelques-unes.
The Jerusalem artichoke. So we came here to S, which is the local cheese shop or fromager here in Bonn, because what I wanted to do was make sure that I'm pairing some traditional French foods with our American foods, and we have that nice fusion. And I wanted to learn more about the French cheese, so I thought what I would do is take you here with me, and we're going to meet Valentin de Troyes, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the traditional French cheeses and some fun wines we can pair with them. So let's go! Bonjour! So I'm here today at S, which is the fromager here in Bonn, and I'm here with Valentin de Troyes, and he's going to present some of these cheeses that we're going to use for our Thanksgiving meal. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Well, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to welcome you. You are in a very old and vaulted cellar that we use not for cheeses now, but mostly for wines, because we are also in the wine region. So we are cheesemaker first, but we like wine. You know, they are working really nice together. So that's part of our job.
There's some beautiful wines we have here. They're
exactly, ouais.
Pretty incredible selection.
Yeah, we are looking for that too. C'est pas mal, exactement. Tout à fait.
So what are we gonna eat with what cheeses are we going to have with our wines?
We choose 3 very famous cheeses from this area and from France too. So you have a hard cheese, the first one. It's called Comté. It's a Comté. I choose that one because it's aged 18 months. So I like this kind of age because you have the perfect balance between the fruitness and the beginning of the saltiness. You know, you have something a little bit crunchy.
Crunchy, almost like creamy too.
Exactly. And so you have great balance in general in the Comté. Usually the Burgundy for the person from this area, drinking white wine with this cheese.
Okay.
They create the balance because it's a cheese a little bit rich and round in your mouth, so the freshness of the white from Burgundy create the balance.
A nice balance.
For example.
So would you do a wine from the Côte d'Or with this cheese, or would you choose a wine more from Chablis?
We are very chauvin
Oui.
and proud.
Ouais,
So
pas
we
de
are-
nos comptoirs.
So we are drinking wine. They have some beautiful wine from Chablis with a nice minerality, lots of limestone in the soil of Chablis. But you can find also this same kind of soil in Pernan-Vergelès, which is
Ouais.
very close to
Beautiful.
Beaune. It's a beautiful area, not so famous in the international market, so the price are also very interesting too.
That's a good tip.
Yeah,
So, Pernan
exactly.
Vaugelès.
Pernan-Vergelès, you are at the bottom of the hill of Corton, who are also very famous, and the minerality of these wines work really well with the Comté.
Ah, beautiful.
So that's an idea.
Good idea.
So that was for the first one. After, if you need some things more creamy and a little bit stronger with more body, more character, you have the traditional époisse.
Époisse.
Époisse, it's that's the name of the appellation. It's a cheese that we age with Mar de Bourgogne, so that's why you have this brown, orange color on the top. So yeah, runny, gooey, sticky cheese,
Very
but
stinky cheese.
but lovely. It's
Very, very
how
good.
do you say that in English? Funky cheese.
Funky cheese.
Exact.
Yeah, it's very funky. It's
Oui.
very stinky, but it is so good.
Exact.
So good.
And I don't choose a basic époisse. I choose the époisse fermier. So they have only one small producer in the area époisse who are making this cheese. It's less than 1% of the appellation. The guy owns 80 cows.
Oh wow.
They make their own milk
Yeah.
and they do the cheese. So you have something with body, with character, and it's perfect. So one good tips too, leave it outside of the fridge
Okay.
about an hour before the tasting to have something
So
perfect.
it's nice and ready, almost
Exact.
like decanting the cheese.
Oui, tout à fait. C'est exactement ça.
Decanting the cheese.
It's like for the wine.
Yeah. Is it?
Voilà, and it's many king of France was talking about the époisse like the famous cheese of France,
France.
with the camembert.
Yeah. This is a beautiful, beautiful cheese. One of my favorites. What would be a wine that you would pair with this cheese?
Alors, you have two different schools.
Schools of thought.
White, because it's a strong cheese, so we need something to not destroy, but to work with this kind of strongness, balance that.
The acidity.
One of the best area are maybe Meursault, the wine from Meursault. I'm stay very
Yeah, well, we're staying. We're
Burgundy,
definitely
yeah.
staying in Burgundy.
Burgundy. That's beautiful, but you can have also a very nice Sancerre, which is not very far from here, who work really nice with this cheese, or an old red wine, something a little bit more like you have some like forest food flavors when
Yeah,
the
some more the
red
earthy.
wine are a little bit older, so that's interesting too.
So nice aged red wine.
Yeah.
See that too.
And the last one,
This is my personal favorite. I love this cheese.
alors that's a creation of the shop. Usually we use the famous Bria Savarin. The Bria Savarin, it's a triple cream cheese, pretty mild, creamy, and it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It's a triple cream.
It's a triple cream,
It's
exact.
incredible.
But en français, oui, on a poussé le vice un peu plus loin. I don't know if you can translate that.
Where's the content?
So we put some truffle, some black truffle in the middle. It's something very. We are playing with the high level of fat in the cheese. They work really well with the truffle. The truffle with extract. The fatness will keep the flavor of the truffle.
Ah, oui, so it kind of keeps
So it's
it,
like
it keeps
kind
it
of
in.
infusion. So the truffle will be very present in the cheese, and it's just amazing. So it's a triple cream cheese with black truffle.
And is this particular truffle the Burgundy truffle too?
No, now we are using truffle from Italy.
Okay.
Because it's easier to have some truffle all the years from Italy, and it's like a mixture. It's a secret mixture that we make at home.
It's a secret sauce.
Exactly, with the truffle from Italy, and but we start with the truffle from Burgundy, who are very similar to that one. So that's very nice.
Yummy. And what would be a wine suggestion you would have with this cheese?
That's a little bit more difficult because the truffle are very tasty and very intense. So the problem, if you are we need something with a little bit of character. We were talking about the wine from Corton.
Oui.
I'm stay again in Burgundy.
Again?
But the wine from Corton are very earthy, leathery. So when they are a little bit older, after 5, 6, 8 years, they will work perfectly with the truffle taste and the triple cream cheese.
Yes, a nice aged Corton with
But
the
maybe you have some better suggestions. I know you know
I-
really
I
well
would-
France and Burgundy.
I
so
do. I actually think what's very good with this is actually champagne, vintage champagne. I love vintage champagne with
Ça
this.
c'est vrai, ouais.
Yeah, so
Very
it's
good idea.
nice the complexity. You have the aged champagne, and it's very good with the truffle as well. So
Of course.
you can take it lots of places.
And the little bubbles will create also the balance. That's very important for me and for many person to have something very pleasant during the tasting and during the dinner. You know,
It's
when it's
refreshing,
when it's too strong, they will fight together. So if you have something with full of life and elegant
character,
champagne,
yeah.
they will add something better.
Add complexities to it.
Yeah.
That's what's so interesting about the food and wine pairings, and you can start to play too, and it's a great time of year to be doing that.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time
But you're
and
welcome.
sharing this with Napa Valley Wine Academy, and we're wishing you guys a happy Thanksgiving.
But yeah, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Hope to see you in Burgundy next time.
Studying the relationship between food and wine is one of the most enjoyable ways to enhance your wine education. Experiences that feed you through all of your senses are definitely the best way to learn about wine. Check out wine education programs abroad with Napa Valley Wine Academy, and you can join us here in Burgundy in June 2022.